Hi guys, how are you? So I just want to share something really quickly. I know a lot of times people always say, Steph, can you give us prayer points? Like, as in, like, can you tell us how to pray or show us how to pray or like tell me exactly what prayers to say, when I pray to God? And the reason why I tend to not do that a lot on my channel is because prayer is very personal. Prayer is very personal, and it's like, I'm going to be honest, a prayer is not a script. It's not a script. Like a script that you just remember and you just pray. Yeah, there's certain verses that we remember in the Bible and things like that we can add to our prayer. But a prayer life alone is not a script. A prayer life determines the type of relationship you have with God. And if I was to say, hey, pray like this, and then you go to bed every night praying like that, that's you praying like that because I pray like that, or because I told you to pray like that. And then becomes repetitive, and then it becomes this script, right? And it defeats the whole purpose of building a relationship with God. What I can tell you is I can give you some prayer points to add into your prayer, almost like when someone's, writing a story about someone's life, but they're not copying the story, but at the same time, it's almost like they're putting points and pieces of someone's story into their own story and then turning it into their own kind of, story about that person's life rather than copying detail for detail. So it's like you're still being authentic. You're still, putting all your heart and your spirit and soul and love into it without actually just being robotic or, reading off of a script and stuff. And, so I just want to say that when you're praying to God, please just speak from your heart. Speak from your heart. Cry. Be hungry for Him. Be hungry for Him. That's how, yeah, emotional. That's how many of us today are able to hear from Him, talk to Him the way we talk to Him, hear from Him all the time. I hear from God so much to the point where if I don't hear from Him for one day, I start to get worried, right? I start to get worried. And sometimes He just gives me a break, but then I start to panic. And then He'll come through and He'll like blow a kiss or He'll wave and be like, I'm right here, to let me know He's still there. But I say this to say that everyone should have that type of relationship with God. And how do you receive that? You have to be hungry for Him. Not hungry for Him because you're going through something and you want to be saved. Not hungry for Him because you want a blessing. Hungry for Him because, you don't want to be lonely. Not hungry for Him because you want something or need something. Be hungry for Him because you love Him. Be hungry for Him because you want to know Him. Be hungry for Him because you want to know His personality. You want to know who He is as a person, not just what you read. Not just what you read, but you want to know Him personally. You can read a book about anybody. You can read a book about anybody, but doesn't mean you know them. You see what I'm saying? It does not mean you know them just because you read a book. It's like reading a book about a specific celebrity, and you think you know the celebrity because you read their life story, you read about what they were like as a child, but there's deeper personal things about them that you didn't know. You see what I'm saying? And it's the only way you'll find that out is by being around them, socializing with them, laughing with them. And no, God is not like man here, but He did have a human experience here, right? Be so hungry for God that you say in your prayer, Lord Jesus, I want to laugh with you. I want to know more about you. I want to know your likes and dislikes. I want to know everything about you, God. I want to know what makes you laugh. I want to see you roll your eyes when you get annoyed. I want to see you point your finger at me when I'm in trouble. I want to see your personality. I want to know you. I'm hungry to know you. Just like you're hungry for that blessing. Just like you're hungry for that relationship. Be hungrier for God. On a personal level. On a deeper level. Be so hungry for Him that you can't live without Him. Be that hungry for Him. I promise you, when you receive that hunger, and it's out of a genuine place, and you desperately want to have that relationship, and He can feel in your spirit and your soul, He will show up. He will show up. He will show up. And I say this because I don't know what I would do without God. I can't even imagine it. I don't want to imagine it. And I feel like, I was talking to God, I'm like, I feel like everybody deserves to feel that. Everyone. Everyone. But you just have to be hungry for it. Right? You just have to be hungry for it. That's all. Okay? I love you guys. I just wanted to share that. Love you guys. Bye.